the lonely chapter is a period in everybody's life where they start to do personal development or change or go to the gym, and they begin to become so different that they no longer resonate or can relate to their old set of friends, but they're not yet sufficiently developed or different that they've built their new set of friends. And they kind of get stuck in this middle section, this lonely chapter. And you're so different you can't resonate. You're not yet different that you've developed a new one. And it's like, you know, in the movies, the Rocky montage is 90 seconds, but in your life, it can be 5 years. And you have no guarantee of glory. You have no understanding of whether or not it's even going to work. You're doing this thing, watching these videos on the internet, going to the gym, trying to dial in your diet, try this protein. Is it isolate, or is it concentrate, or is it pea protein, or do I have the maltodextrin, or do I have the dextrose? And am I supposed to do like push-pull legs, or am I supposed to do German volume training? And you're doing all of these things, and you're meditating, or you're journaling, or you're watching these podcasts, and you have no idea if it's even going to fucking work. And it's, you know, from the outside, especially in retrospect, this is the thing that gets missed with most people's origin stories. That in retrospect, it sounds like a unwavering belief that you were always going to make it. But at the time, what it feels like is just chronic uncertainty and this desperate desire to change. But you don't even have the glory of knowing that you're going to be victorious on the other side of it.
Right.
You end up in this bizarre, it's very mundane. It's very sort of self-deceptive. It's like narcissistic, but in a sad way. You know, you're always thinking about you and about whether or not it's going to work. And then you don't have the people, and all of your friends are going, well, this isn't going to work this time. Or maybe the people that you're trying to be friends with don't even know who you are yet. And you're in this place, you're in this town in fucking bumfuck nowhere. And yeah, that lonely chapter, I think, is for so many people, especially the sorts of people that watch your channel or listen to podcasts like this one, it's a refuge for people in their lonely chapter. It's, oh, someone else thinks like me.
Yeah.
And they don't think like me in the northwest of England or in the northern parts of fucking Canada or Alberta, wherever it is that they live. And they find somebody on the internet that makes them feel less alone. And they go, okay, this hopefully gives me proof. But that's the bit that gets missed. The bit that gets missed in most people's origin or come up stories or development stories or the hard pivot or whatever is the amount of uncertainty that you just wallow in. You're just like drowning in a lack of belief that this is even going to work. And yeah, I think that lonely chapter is like an important concept that more people should know.
I can definitely resonate with that. I always tell people, like I've said it many times on my channel, like for those people, just because you're not happy with where you are, it doesn't mean that you can't change. Because when I was going through that chapter, you know, you don't see it as a chapter and you just see like, that is it.
Life.
You're like, high school is where I'm peaking. High school is the most important thing in the world. And like, it can't get better it can't get better. But just, you gotta let life go on. And as you get older, you get wiser. And I think for me, a lot of the improvements that I've made personally have been through YouTube, but just also just like growing up and just realizing and like around you that nobody cares. And that's like the biggest thing for me, that nobody really cares.